Listen up, children. Let me tell you about the time Sauce corrupted his hard drive and lost the save video files for a series he was one episode deep.
Which time? His last Kenshi series ended the same way.
Shut the fuck up when I'm speaking. This time is different, and here's why.
Yes, you heard that right. The last save file was corrupted along with everything else on my computer. But have no fear, because this guy right here is not a quitter. That's right, I started over with roughly the same characters episode 1 ended on, ran the entire way to the hub, got chased by a gorilla, got chased by some robot bandits. Lizzo bravely sacrificed herself to the bandits, and Imp went down by accident. By some stroke of luck, Lizzo was being eaten alive, and that's awesome, because it actually happened in the last playthrough that you guys didn't get to see yet. Now I went through all the steps we previously completed. Bean and Tree became shinobi thieves, built a base in the hub, went to add the 3 Shreks, but for some reason you can't rename Rain the Giant. We purchased Imp 2.0 from the pet shop, stole everything we could from the Shrek Kingdom, finally added the 3 Shreks, and now it was time to go rescue Beep from the Foglands. The boys were instantly approached by Beep, and he was happy to join the group. And once again, Bean and Tree robbed the prosthetic limb dealer for everything he had. The gang added an old man named Crumble John, and this time, the gang made it home without any trouble. This right here is where the story finally resumes. With the crew kitted and ready to go, their mission was to travel south to a city called Clownsteady, where they must add another valuable piece to the team. But first, they had to deal with
The swamp.
well, actually, it was really peaceful and calm. But next
Was the spider plains.
which, once again, was terrific and beautiful. You should really invest in real estate there. Finally, the thieving band reached Clownsteady, where they were approached by a guard at the front gate, but since they have no beef with United Cities, they were allowed through. Then boom! Instantly, the boys knew this was the guy. He had the style, he had the thickness, and he had the lifestyle. And that's how Steady the Clown from Clownsteady was added to the team. Next up, the boys got down to business as usual. Bean and Tree saw there was a slave market nearby on the map. Due to their past experiences, they weren't too happy about that. So as a small stealth squad of Bean, Tree, Florida Man, and Imp, they infiltrated the market and found the HSIC. They sneakily followed this big pimpin' fellow to the local tavern, where they could make their move. Bean beat the old man in the back of the head and robbed him over everything he had, only to skedaddle once the fuzz arrived. Realizing later that the former well-dressed man was a valuable asset, Bean returned to his house to finish the job. Bean once again put a dent in his skull, only this time he slung him over his shoulder and played the race by Take. Beep was then tasked with killing the slaving noble. Beep proceeded to take the noble to a remote area and tried to drown him. This task was decidedly harder than Beep ever imagined. Back in Clownsteady, the group realizes there's a peasant revolt in progress, and only wonder if they could be the cause behind this. With the task incomplete, Beep decided to meet the group back at the hub base. However, he was ambushed while mucking through the swamp. And I kid you not, Beep put down the noble only not to be able to find him when he recovered. Beep searched for a ridiculously long time, and I can't emphasize that enough. It was ridiculous. Back at the hub, the Dust Bandits were starting some shit with the boys, and eventually an all-out brawl occurred. However, the power of friendship prevailed in the end. Bean then went to explore old Gatling spider-infested ruins, hoping to find ancient research books to help the group's effort to build a base. The gang was now ready to start their plan on the takedown of the Holy Nation. By setting up a base in Akron's Pride, the heartland of the bastards, they would have a power base located close to all three major cities in the Holy Nation. Base construction was now hastily underway. The outpost was running at peak efficiency, besides the occasional bandit raids. The group found a ginger named Kevin at a bar. I really hope he doesn't lose his arm sometime in the future. The Holy Nation, also unaware that we are the enemies, occasionally stops by for prayer day, and it is something we must endure until we are ready.
Shredded bean.
In preparation for the upcoming war, the Shreks mastered the craft of armor and weapon making. Each heavy fighter was kitted with an entire samurai set, while the specialty characters remained light. Crumble John and Kevin were given guns, courtesy of Rain the Giant Munitions Company. They used the next prayer day for target practice.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Rain the Giant, founder and CEO of Rain the Giant Munitions Company. Here at RTGMC, our mission is to provide our customers with the finest artisanal weapons available in Kenshi. Each weapon is handcrafted for that beautiful masterwork modifier. If you're having trouble with those pesky Holy Nation Inquisitors, call today!
Bean and Tree were now ready to lead their first raid against a small farming village beside their base. This would test their ability to combat the Holy Nation. With the initial raid a success, the gang returned to base to fight a Holy Paladin assault squad. Making quick work with them, the duo quickly motioned for an attack on one of the major cities. Using Kevin's sharpshooting abilities, the gang made quick work of the main gate guards as well. After the crash, the Bean Trees once again approached the city and did the same exact thing. A force to be reckoned with, the gang destroyed every Holy Nation citizen in sight. Eventually, the city was wiped out of all life forms. The raid was once again a success. The next target on the list was Stack, a city run by the High Inquisitor Seda. Using the same strategy, the warband executed their goal of defeating and capturing High Inquisitor Seda, the man himself. Tree then delivered the High Inquisitor to Admag, the capital of the Shek Kingdom. Little did Tree realize that while he was on his way from Stack, the Sheks took the city. Tree arrived back at Stack to talk to the leader of the Sheks in hope of an alliance. You know, you would think that capturing the number 2 enemy of the Sheks, granting them a brand new city, and turning in that number 2 enemy would be grounds for an alliance. But this bitch right here has the audacity to not even turn down my alliance, but refuse to speak to me. Bean and Tree were now ready for their final assault on Blister Hill, home to Holy Lord Phoenix, the leader of the Holy Nation. With Phoenix captured and Blister Hill destroyed, the Holy Nation will cease to exist. Bean and Tree might have made the mistake of not recording turning in Holy Lord Phoenix to the Shek and forming an alliance, so they broke him out of prison, recaptured him, and did the same thing for your benefit. With the Holy Nation essentially destroyed, Bean and Tree had one last stop, and some might say it was the most important one. The boys only wanted a small squad for this mission, as it was personal. They brought Florida Man and Beep. And just like that, the assault on their former home began. No mercy, no survivors.
Deal. ほう、向かってくるのか。
Wow, Bean. We finally did it. Yeah? What do you want to do now? I think I want to go home. Me too. It looks like everything's all wrapped up now. Our town is safe. Our friends are all doing their own thing. Beep even has his own bar. Beep. Yeah, Tree. I guess this is the end of our great adventure.